shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know.
Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go 47. Check 25. Check 25. Shift. Check. They were going to 53. Check 3. Under. Motion. Reset. 56. 26.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Switch. They were going to 53. There we go, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Campanaro on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Check. No. Coming.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Yellow. Let's go, blue, lady. Get ready. Switch. SOS. Hey, 15. SOS. Motion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
He's checking cracks.
Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defense.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 78 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go. 47.
Prescott from the gun. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First down, Chiefs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Charlie, you got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 31, check 31. Watch the edge. Kill.
On second and a yard, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They were going to 53. They were going to 54. Right here. Spot. They were going to 53. No.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch. Switch. Kill.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Check 13.
Hey, 15.
Shoot. Undercrunch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw caught here by Bird. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch left. Stop right there.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
It's going to be a long day.
Attack.
Slam. Deuce. Seam 6. Like 56. Mike.
Yellow.
Hey. Check. Big Ed. Check. Under 10. Shit.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dorsett making the catch. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be taken very short. Breaks a tackle.
The Chiefs pick over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 15.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Prescott to throw it. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Campanaro. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
You better be.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check, check, check. Slam, slam. Exit. Flare. Watch the shift.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 4.
Hey, yo, go down. Hey, let's go.
56.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check.
Here we go, 47.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. Well, the pressure gets to him again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to take a shot right away from, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on. You better bring it. He's coming.
We're going to 53. We got 2 more. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Line.
Switch gears.
26.
First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tighten up.
Attack.
Ringo.
Yellow.
Check 24. 36.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go, baby. Switch.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Mike's 50. Crunch time.
Kill.
He's coming. Double up.
26.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hero 15. Color.
Buzz.
49. Check 49.
Kill. Out.
Hey, 57.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill. Safe. 6 guys.
Check, 57.
Hey, watch it.
He's checked.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Mike.
Past the 20. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Damiere Byrd, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 42-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
All day, just like that.
Prescott. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw is Prescott. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Again, it's Henderson. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
Push him back. You got
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You're not ready.
We're going to 54. Why?
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Check 24. Check 24. Check.
Hey, Ribley.
Watch the edge. Kill.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Bravo! H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twitch.
Yellow.
Watch twitch. Switch, switch.
Attack, attack.
Kill, kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, it's White. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why? Here we go, kill.
Prescott now. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 8.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Why?
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Yellow. Marco 180.
56. Tighten up, tighten up.
57.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
43.
Check. Big edge. Check. Under 10.
15.
Shit. 56 is Mike. 56 is
Hey, yo, hey, go.
down south.
Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check Michael Landon, check Michael Landon. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Switch it, hey.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
High 7, let's go. 15.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56. Yellow. Clock strike. Check 50, check 50. Wide, get wide. Check 52. Watch. 15.
Hey, 43, 15.
Like 56, Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 66. Bullet high.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Just thinking ahead of down, if I'm the punter right now, I'm saying, fellas, just get me out to the 3, the 4, maybe the 5-yard line here.
You know what else you're thinking? I'm not taking any steps backwards because you might step out of the back of the end zone. That's catch and punt. But if you're running the football now, you've got a little bit of a cushion. Just make sure you take care of it and get what you can and set up the punt.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
We own them.
Let's go!
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Orbit. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You don't want this.
Hey, yo, hey, go gun, go gun, go gun.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout.